Point is he wants to win his conference every year, and he's done an amazing job. 13 seasons, 10 of those 13, he's made it to the NCAA tournament. There's a good look at Isaiah Chisholm. What a presence. 6'3", 205-pound sophomore. He was on the Sun Belt preseason team to watch list. There's Tommy Mahalik. He leads Indiana with 6 goals and 1 assist, and we're underway. Kentucky out there in the blue. Mahalik was talking to Virginia right off the top. Marshall won a national championship not that long ago, knocking off Indiana in the final. JT Harms, and they won their last game against South Carolina. Those are their 2 wins. Bunch of ties in there. Looped around. Harms, he's got to punch it around. That was going in.
Said it before. Just takes one. Just takes one for strikers. I just need to see the ball hit the back of the net in there.
And their only loss of the season came in the NCAA tournament. Oduro deflected, and should be a corner kick coming for the Hoosiers.
That was a good break from Indiana. Right back. Finds Sarver, and Oduro scored from that distance. He floats out there on the left.
Sarver, and not on target. We focus in on Ryan Jack. McDonald with Weiss over. McDonald near post, headed away. And they'll get it back to McDonald. McDonald goes back to his left foot. It's headed away. It'll be another corner. Lots of corner kicks early here for Indiana. This time Sarver taking it. Shot from distance, one bounce. Oduro trying to run onto it. But right into the hands of Ryan Jack.
Nice little strike here from Oduro. Half volley.
Win, we couldn't tell anybody that it was his birthday, and unfortunately they did not win that game against Maryland. Long throw in. Mahalik looking for goal number 7. Pulled that one down pretty nice. Sarver. Woo. I think Jack got a piece of it. Mahalik first, then Sarver, Patrick.
Mahalik did the hard part here. I mean, this touch is ridiculous. Right there, take that out. Oh, man, all he has to do really is just slow down his swing. But look at the hit from Sarver. Look at that, just knuckle down. Just dips right in front of the goalkeeper. Big bodies, it looks like they're going direct here.
Sent in again. That left foot. Oduro. That's the 3rd time he's cranked it. It's another crank. Weiss just looking for anything. 3 great shots.
Yeah, Kentucky has to do a better job with these second balls. We've seen this now happen a few times. Oduro does crack this good. That's what you want to do there from that distance. Hit it on the ground, try to get a deflection. Weiss a little sloppy with his execution there. But when you're going to kind of stack the box like that, as you are with Kentucky, usually you want to have at least someone near the top of the box.
Lopez will give it up to Stavdahl, freshman. Really young Kentucky team out there. And as you mentioned, international flavor, and Indiana has scored. A little breakdown right at the top of the 18. And guess what? It's Dorsey, Logan Dorsey, who saw his brother score a lot of goals for Indiana. And Logan Dorsey's made it Kentucky 1, Indiana 0.
And this one's going to drive Coach Yeagley crazy because they've had all the game, but really good job from Stavdahl driving. And then no one steps. Clearly there's a miscommunication. Wagner doesn't know where to go. And Dorsey just picks his head up. And that's probably one of the easier finishes that he's going to have. Look at this beautiful shot here from our camera set. Just bends it, slides it right on the ground. Nothing Harms can do. And within the blink of an eye, all we've talked about is what Indiana has been doing in the attack. Kentucky gets one turnover, a little give and go between Lopez and Stavdahl. They find Dorsey. Miscommunication.
In the last game against South Carolina in his 2nd goal. Now he scores his 3rd goal. So every time Dorsey has scored, Kentucky hurting cats a little bit, but he ostensibly said they're pretty good cats. This one will sneak all the way through. The sliding tackle coming in from the super athletic Jansen Miller. Indiana knocked out of bounds. Indiana. Taken down by Minzy. Minzy. Deflected. 8-corner for Sarver. Punched out of there as Jack trying to keep the shutout streak alive, and he's got it.
There's been a few of these tonight for Indiana. This ball again floats up right to Mahalik. He's looking at what he can. Right there, walks off.
And that's where Elliott had the joy of scoring the 2 goals from that right back spot. Harms helps. Sarver also helps. Still loose, deflected and in. And 2-0 as Kentucky has scored 2. There were a couple deflections in there. We'll wait and see who they officially give it to. It looks like Franzotti. I just told you about that Argentinian that was bonus, and I think he got it.
Well, we've been speaking about, I think it was Bertil actually. Oh, well, all right, so a few things here. One, Franzotti does get the deflection, but we talked a minute ago earlier in the half about when you're at the top of the 18, the whole goal is shoot it low. Because when you shoot it low, things like this can happen. And Kentucky fortunate to get the bounce. JT Harms here saying, hey guys, despite being down 2.
Indiana 0-3-2 this year when the opponent scores first. Now they've scored twice as it's headed down by Miller. They only won 1 game last season when the opponent scored first.
Jansen Miller does a nice try here. That cross was pretty lofted. It's almost impossible to get power on it. So.
Here's Elliott. Sarver. And yet another corner kick. Teal Albin, number 17. Shot from distance and not on frame. Sarver quickly over to Oduro. Oduro, a chance to pull one back. Turns it back, saved again. Quality save coming from Ryan Jack. Elliott will win it back, and it's going to roll out of bounds. Collins Oduro has had fantastic shots, but Ryan Jack, who is truly jacked up here, guy is not allowed to. And quick thought here, Kentucky 2, Indiana 0 through 45.
This is one of those, if you're new to the sport of soccer, this is just sometimes how it can be.
In the blue kit. Bill Armstrong Stadium, Jerry Yeagley Field. Only 8-time national champ in that Big Ten final to put Indiana into the NCAA tournament in 2013. One bounce over the head of Miller.
For the other side of the ball. If there's anyone that thinks he can get 3 goals in 40 minutes, probably him.
It's in. Mahalik! And Indiana's got one back. Indiana has done it. Mahalik with his 7th goal of the season, and it's 2-1. First goal given up by Ryan Jack on the season.
To finally beat Jack, he needed literally to hit off the post and go in. What a first-time pass by Jack Wagner on the money, and then Mahalik, who's had an outstanding season with the ridiculous placement, kisses the inside of the post. That's exactly what Indiana needed. Again, like Coach Yeagley said at the right before this half started, don't really need to switch up much. We were playing well, just needed one to fall, and there it is. Make it 2-1. Because believe me, I've been on some half times where the message isn't positive. That's another good out.
Sarver heads it over.
But there was just too many positive things that happened in that first half. Or when you go into halftime, you just have to keep positive. Look at this. This was a deep ball. Sarver, I wouldn't have mind seeing just maybe.
Pretty sure these two teams have had some epic battles on the basketball court as well.
Yeah, good point. That's a great run by Sarver.
Sarver, wonderful run, wonderful ball. First time Mahalik, and it's 2-2. The Tommy Mahalik show, and the Hoosiers have tied it.
is a good-looking goal from the Hoosiers. Wonderful pass from Jansen Miller. We talked about him in the start. Look at Sarver pick up his head, slots it in perfectly. Mahalik, cool as a cucumber, right with the inside of his foot. And just like that, it's 2-2. What a wonderful goal. That's something they practice all the time in training. The timing of the run, the through ball from the center back, the cross by Sarver, and Mahalik is just on fire right now.
Todd Yeagley, so articulate with his answer and his composure. Indiana, first half, 0 goals on 14 shots. Second half, 2 goals on 3 shots. Looking for more. Miller heads it down. I think he stayed onside as well.
We were just hyping him up with the cross, but Miller finds himself completely open on the back of the net, and it looked like he was maybe in between.
We'll come right back to Lopez. Lopez flicked. Collins O'Durl. Barger. Holland gets it back to Barger. Now you want to see some sort of movement out of Weiss. As a corner kick is coming for him. Sarver goes short to McDonald. Sarver right back to McDonald. McDonald unfortunately mishit that one. Good idea.
Why change it? Everyone's kind of clicking and gelling.
Mayer with a good ball to Barger. Barger. Oh, what a ball. Who else? Mahalik was there.
Outstanding service from the left back. Barger picks his head up, and Mahalik, he's just everywhere. Oh, I mean, that's one that he definitely could have done better with.
Anywhere down, any side down, right? Anywhere down. He could go back across down. He could go near post down, anywhere but up, right?
Yep.
The whistle, but stays with it. Back to Wagner. Now O'Durl. O'Durl tried to curl that one in, but a little bit too ambitious. Sarver. Back to Elliott. In front. Miller. Oh, he comes up with that.
Jeez. I didn't know he had that in his bag of tricks. Look at this from the center back. Kind of the hopping heel flick. That was close. That was really close.
See it here from the goal point of view. Elliott has been calling for it. Miller knew it. So here's Elliott. Elliott. Good ball in front. Oh, my. A good opportunity for Michael Nessie, but he couldn't get to it.
His first time.
He got it, and the service was quality. Sarver headed out. Yet another corner kick. Sarver. Sarver's had a wonderful game. So has Collins O'Durl. O'Durl. Great pass. And Indiana has taken the lead into the game. Michael Nessie, and it's 3-2 Hoosiers.
You just had a feeling, didn't you? You really did. Sarver, this wonderful pass to O'Durl. And look at the time. We talked about timing all day. Waiting, little touch here, and then chops it right back into Nessie. Nice shot. Deflection. We've seen a few of those tonight, but the sub that just comes on makes it 3-2 for IU.
Second goal of the season, and perhaps none bigger. Kept alive by Kentucky with 1 second left. They take the shot, and a fantastic second half as JT Harms did not allow any in, but more importantly, he saw Mahalik get 2. And then the winner for Todd Yeagley's team, they come back down 2 and beat beat Kentucky 3-2.
Wow. What a fun 45 minutes. of college soccer for the Indiana Hoosiers. First win this season when the opponent scored first. Not only first, but down 2-0 at half. This is a staple win